The Bengals get their workout in the rain. Mike Petraglia inside George Halas Hall here in Lake Forest, Illinois, the training camp home of the Chicago Bears. The Bengals and Bears were not inside this beautiful facility. They were instead outside in the pouring rain. It really rained hard for most of the 2 hours and 10 minutes that the two teams were on the field for the joint practice ahead of Saturday's preseason game number 2. Bengals, of course, lost last Saturday to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, 17-14 at Paycor. The starters started that game. That won't be the case this Saturday, as the 2s, 3s, and 4s will get most of the workout. Jake Browning was supposed to start this game for the Bengals. He is out with a rib injury, so instead it'll be Logan Woodside and Rocky Lombardi getting the quarterback snaps for the Bengals on Saturday. Joe Burrow took all of the first-team reps here on Thursday afternoon in the rain. It was an up and down afternoon for Joe Burrow and the offense from a passing perspective, and Burrow kind of acknowledged that after practice, saying it was a great day for the run offense, but there were a lot of drops to be expected in the pouring rain. T. Higgins had 4 of those drops. A couple of receivers had several others. On the bright side, Charlie Jones was back on the field today. He did not take part in 11 drills. Instead, he was in individual drills, and he took part in some special team returns. He was part of that, and that was good to see. It was just 1 week ago that he banged knees with a defensive back when he was running 7-on-7s with Joe Burrow inside Paycor Stadium. It was just a knee bruise. He was back in full pads here on Thursday. Don't know if he'll play here on Saturday against the Chicago Bears, his hometown team, but he does have friends and family in town to see him. He's going to catch a nice dinner or two, and then they are expected to be at the game on Saturday. But Charlie Jones certainly wanted to be on the field today for the Bengals here in his hometown, and he was. In terms of the defense, Jermaine Pratt set the tone against first overall pick Caleb Williams, the quarterback for the Chicago Bears. Caleb Williams threw a pass over the middle in 7s, and Jermaine Pratt was there on the very first snap of practice to pick off the pass. And after practice, Cam Taylor-Britt, who had a nice pass breakup himself toward the end of practice today, said that interception by Jermaine Pratt sort of set the tone, but the Bears were able to complete some big plays downfield against the Bengals' first-team defense. Certainly Keenan Allen had himself a day on catching one deep ball for a score. So it'll be interesting to see these two teams go at it. Really, they're 2s and 3s on Saturday afternoon. But the big story, the weather, certainly rained all afternoon long, and unfortunately there were 2 Bengal players carted off the field here on Thursday afternoon. Running back Chris Evans, toward the end of a kickoff drill, he was taken off with a right leg injury, and Deontay Smith injured his left leg also late in practice. Both of them had to have an air cast applied, and both were carted off. We don't have any specific update on what their injury status is. Zach Taylor didn't know immediately. He was waiting to hear from medical staff and trainers. But this joint practice, one of 2 that the Bengals will be taking part in this preseason. They'll have another joint practice next Tuesday against Indianapolis, 2 days before the preseason finale next Thursday at Paycor Stadium against the Colts. We'll have you covered on CLNS Cincy with a Y.com. Be sure to check out my stuff there, as well as on the X at Trags, TRAGS, and be sure to catch all of the interviews from here in Lake Forest, Illinois. Bengal interviews here in Lake Forest, as well as post-game on my YouTube channel, youtube.com/@JungleRoarPod. Inside Halas Hall here in Lake Forest, Illinois, Mike Petraglia, CLNS Media.